guys, welcome back to this Limit Gaming as always, and you can tell from immediately looking at the bow that I'm going to be covering the Cera Coilbender. This is for the PC players. Cera Coilbender, basically your hardest hitting raw bow in the game for use. I think there's one bow out there, but it's a Cub Throth bow that is actually may possibly be stronger, because I did try and get, that's a different combination for a different day, or a different topic for a different day, but so we're going to cover the Cera Coilbender. I'm going to go over my equipment and then I'll show you what we're talking about, right? So we've got the Cera Coilbender. It is augmented for affinity because this weapon has minus 30 affinity. So you really want to get that affinity to normal as soon as. So then we've got the Dragon King eye patch, gives us 2 levels of weakness exploit. We've got the Nergigante mail that gives us 2 stamina surge. We've got the Cera grip that gives us 2 evade window. We've got the Odogaron coil, which gives us 2 levels of critical eye on the bat, so that's immediately good. And then we've got the Cera curse, which gives us 2 evade extender, and then we've got the fitness charm as well. So basically all good. Now I'm going to go in and do a quick breakdown of the decorations that we do have slotted in. So if I go through here super quick, Cera Coilbender has 2 expert jewels slotted into it. That there helps bring down the affinity, or bring up the affinity, so to speak. Dragon King eye patch has a spread jewel level 3 in it, so that means your spread shots hit like a truck. We've got the Nergigante Meal Beta, which is slotted with the Tenderizer jewel to max out that lovely Tenderizer. And then, of course, my pod disconnects because that's fucking smart. We then have the expert jewel slotted in there to cap out what we need for our affinity to bring it back to base level. We've got the Cera grip, which is then slotted with a 4-shot jewel level 3, because why not? Then we've got the Odogaron coil. It comes with a level 2 slot, so Elementalist goes straight in there and provides a tasty damage bonus. And then of course out there we've got then the Cera Curse Beta, which then gives us our Mighty Jewel level 2. And then we've got the Fitness Charm to top it all off. Now, if we go through here and see what skills we actually do get from everything, jewels included, we have level 5 critical eye, level 3 weakness exploit, level 3 constitution, level 2 stamina surge, level 2 weakness evade window and evade extender, and then we've got normal shots, spread and power shots, bow charge plus, and non-elemental boost. The reason for that there is because the non-elemental boost, it's a raw bow, it's just going to be like that. So it is. Now, the one thing I do have to point out really quickly is this is a bow that you're going to be using if you're just going on, for example, a multi-hunt. Say you've got 3 creatures you need to hunt, this is the bow you're going to be using because it's raw damage. This bow is outperformed by every elemental bow, well, most elemental bows, but the difference is this bow is effective against everything. You're not building for elemental weakness, this bow is just simply good against every creature in the game. The only real drawback to this bow is more or less, quite simply, is its negative affinity. Its negative affinity is what really gives it, really drags it back in terms of where it's actually capable of performing. So that means you have to build for it. Another point to make out is this bow also does have a hidden ice element. Don't bother releasing it because it don't matter. So it won't, because it'll not get up to the point, it'll not get up to that standard that the other ice bows are at, so it won't. So it's pointless more or less releasing that element. So it is. But as said, the only major drawback to the weapon itself is the fact that it has that negative affinity, so you have to augment to counter it, and then on top of that there you have to gem to counter it. With expert jewels you have to do so much to counter the affinity, but once you do counter the affinity, it does become a powerhouse weapon. So it does, because even with our gear that we have on PS4, the gear, it makes it even stronger than it is. As you see it now, is more or less as good as you can get it. Well, so apart from everything else that I've said up to this here, this has been MHW Gaming. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please like, share and subscribe, and guys, I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.